dish that we use in the lab with a dry leaf, completely dry. And on there are females.
The tiny jellyfish, Turritopsis dornii, is one of the few animals that can be considered truly immortal.
What if I told you that some creatures on this planet have discovered a cheat code for death itself? That yes, seriously, they can pause, reverse, or simply outrun death in ways that sound more science fiction than reality. Buckle up, because today, we're diving into a wild world where death isn't the final boss, it's just another level to beat. Hey, if you're here for the first time, I'm so glad you clicked. We're about to embark on a journey into the lives of animals that, quite literally, break the rules of death. These aren't just strange tricks, we're talking survival strategies that defy everything we thought was possible. So, why should we care about these extraordinary animals? Well, for starters, they expand the very definition of life and longevity. They remind us that Mother Nature has more up her sleeve than we can easily understand. In a world obsessed with quick TikTok videos, these animals teach us patience, resilience, and the incredible diversity of survival strategies. You'll not only feel curious, you'll be inspired by what biology can pull off. I've structured today's journey with 4 incredible categories: the immortal rejectors, creatures that literally don't age or die of old age; the life-on-demand wonders, creatures that pause or reverse death under stress; the dead-and-back daredevils, animals that survive what would kill pretty much any other creature; the unexpected comebacks, unlikely animals that bounce back from near death in remarkable ways. We're going to talk about shocking origins, jaw-dropping abilities, and the deeper philosophical and scientific implications, so sit tight, stay curious, and let's kick things off. 1. The immortal rejectors. Turritopsis dornii, the immortal jellyfish. Let's start small but mind-bending, the immortal jellyfish. This tiny Turritopsis dornii has the power to reverse its entire life cycle, transforming from a mature jelly back into a polyp, essentially hitting reset on its life. Think of it as a full system reboot, no old age, no senescence. This means that unless something else kills it, predator, disease, environmental disaster, it could potentially live indefinitely. Isn't that insane? Detail the life cycle, the trigger that makes the jellyfish reverse, stress, injury, and how it crawls up its own timeline backward. Add a conversational aside. It's like if you could get a bad report card and poof, suddenly you're a freshman in high school all over again. Hydra, the tiny fountain of youth. Then we have Hydra, a freshwater polyp that literally shows no signs of aging. Scientists have studied these little guys for decades and found that they don't accumulate damage over time like most living things do. Their cells just keep dividing, repairing, and staying youthful. If nothing kills them, they seem to go on and on and on. This raises wild questions. What if humans could harness a bit of that cellular immortality? Mind-boggling, right? 2. The life-on-demand wonders. Tardigrades, the water bears that freeze, boil, and bleach and live. Meet the tardigrade, also known as the water bear. You could freeze it to absolute zero, heat it to near boiling, dehydrate it completely, or bathe it in deadly radiation, and it doesn't just survive, it thrives. These microscopic heroes enter a state called cryptobiosis, suspending all detectable life, then rehydrate, and pop right back to action. They can stay in that suspended state for decades. Death is optional, at least for tardigrades. Imagine, you're stuck in a snowstorm without a coat. Doesn't matter, tardigrades would just chill, wait it out, and spring back later. Powerful metaphor, right? Bedeloid rotifers, conjurers of survival. Then there are the bedeloid rotifers. These multi-celled creatures can withstand total desiccation and ionizing radiation. They dry out completely, repair DNA damage, then rehydrate and go about their business. They also reproduce without males, which is fascinating on so many levels. They paint a picture of adaptation and resilience that'd make even the toughest athlete envious. 3. The dead-and-back daredevils. Cassiopeia, the upside-down jelly that can't stay dead. Cassiopeia, known as the upside-down jellyfish, has a mode where, if it's injured, it can shed its dead parts, regenerate missing tissues, and continue living. Imagine losing a limb and just letting it fall off, then regrowing fully. Nature is wild. Axolotl, the regeneration rock star. Next up, the axolotl, a salamander that refuses to play by normal rules. Lose a limb, It grows back, lost part of its heart or even brain. It regenerates without scarring. These amphibians are like nature's own medical miracle, and scientists think they might hold keys to future human healing. Chatty aside, if I could regenerate my broken phone screen that fast, I'd never pay for repairs again. 4. The unexpected comebacks. Penguins that survive 100-degree fevers. Okay, stay with me. Emperor penguin chicks have been documented surviving fevers over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, that's around 38 to 39 degrees Celsius, by cooling themselves through behaviour, blood flow changes, and sheer will. Disease often kills baby chicks in the wild, but some bounce back. It's not cheating death so much as persuading it to wait outside for a bit. Cacti that resurrect after apparent death. In a different realm entirely, some cacti, such as certain desert survivors, can appear completely dead, dried, brown, and lifeless. Rain comes, and suddenly they plump right up, green and photosynthesizing again. They bounce from apparently dead to revived, making you wonder whether they were ever gone at all. What these animals teach us. This is where we get reflective. These animals force us to rethink the meaning of death. Is it a moment or a process? The limits of biology. When does survival become cheating? The potential lessons for humanity, medicine, aging, environmental resilience. The philosophical awe of seeing nature design loopholes in death. These stories aren't lectures. They're whispers from nature daring us to ask, what else can't we imagine yet? And maybe, just maybe, what if we could tap a bit into these secrets? But here's the thing. The deeper scientists dig, the stranger it gets. Take the immortal jellyfish again. At first, people thought it was a quirky trick, a neat party trick of nature. But research shows it's doing something far bigger. It's rewriting the rules of cellular aging. Every time this jellyfish turns back into its younger self, it reprograms its cells completely. Old cells act young again, damaged parts repair themselves, and the whole organism basically tells time, "Nah, we're good, let's run it back." What blows my mind, human science is spending billions trying to figure out anti-aging drugs, while this jellyfish is out here, casually doing it for free, like it's no big deal. And the Hydra? That creature is even more mysterious. Its cells don't seem to wear out the way ours do. You know how our bodies build up damage over decades. Wrinkles, slower healing, weaker bones. Hydra just skips that. Its cells regenerate so efficiently that aging almost doesn't exist in its world. Imagine hitting 100 years old and feeling like you're still 21. That's Hydra. Even the Greenland shark teaches us a lesson about patience. No rush, no stress. These sharks grow slowly, reproduce slowly, live slowly, and end up living centuries. In a world obsessed with speed, they quietly remind us, sometimes survival belongs to the slow and steady. And this? It's only the beginning, because the next set of animals doesn't just dodge aging, they pause life itself, and then come roaring back. So there you have it. Nature's most audacious rules breakers when it comes to death. From immortal jellyfish that reverse their age, to tiny water bears that risk everything and just come back, to axolotls that can regrow hearts, and even penguins and cacti that cheat the reaper through pure grit or dehydration reversal. These creatures don't just survive, they rewrite the script on what it means to live and die, and while we might not be bouncing back like tardigrades yet, they inspire a bigger truth, that life is a series of incredible possibilities, always more elastic than we think. Each one of these animals sneaks past the end and whispers, "Not today, death." If your curiosity's sparked, and I hope it is, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next deep dive into the weirdest corners of the living world. Share this with someone who loves being amazed.